Okay, so as promised, we're going to jump into father wounds. We've already covered a little bit on mother wounds. Father wounds, how this is going to show up, okay? How you're going to notice that a person has father wounds is you're going to notice, first of all, a person that has father wounds, they have a complex of not being enough. Something within their childhood made them feel abandoned, okay? They were not receiving the proper affirmations they needed, the proper love, some kind of safety. So subconsciously, what has happened is their nervous system is telling them that they are not enough, so they hide. They hide. They go into this as a protective mode. It's the closing of the heart, okay? And a lot of times these individuals that have father wounds think that they're very empathetic. They think that they're very open, but they're the most closed off people, okay? These kind of people become very defensive when you bring up anything that has to do with vulnerability, okay? So you'll notice, like, say you'll be like, hey, this is what's bothering me. They're going to be like, okay, whatever, bye. Like they'll snuff it off and avoid the whole conversation, and they'll take offense to it. And they don't even realize that they're doing it half the time. It is a wounding that a lot of people do not realize that they're doing, okay? So you can't really shame a person for that. You have to understand of where they're coming from. Another thing is they become emotionally neglectful. So that stems back to what I was just saying, and they'll become very numb. They'll hide a lot. So when they get emotional, instead of working through that stuff, they will close off. They will run. They will hide from the world, whatever. They'll go into their little bubble, okay? And that's their form of control. You'll also see them, they're very worldly. So they will be they'll probably be very successful. They'll have their like, they'll seem like they have everything calm, cool, and collected. Like they know they've got everything good, but no, upstairs, no. No, they don't. They need constant validation and praise as well. So a lot of these people will strive for very surface level connections. They don't want to deep dive. They don't want to be vulnerable enough to build anything of real substance, even though that's truly what they desire. Like ultimately inside, that's what they desire, but they don't want to take the actions to do it because they're afraid of being abandoned and being hurt again. So how this can show up in narcissistic empathic relationships is on a toxic side, because we're diving into all levels, right, guys? Because the more clarity you have in regards to your healing journey on all different avenues, the easier it is to process things. So back to that. Just like in the first video, narcissism and empathic, how it's going to show up is the moment you try to get any kind of validation from that narcissistic person, they're going to turn it, they'll become kind of very controlling of you, they'll become defensive at you, probably get angry, shut down their emotions, make your emotions feel like they're not valid. They will cheat, lie, they will seek attention from other women, other men in order to stir things up. That's the toxic side. Okay, that dynamic happens. There's not always narcissistic empathic relationships, guys. Sometimes it's avoidant and non-avoidant. Sometimes it's just people being people. But ultimately, if you have a father wound, the only way that that's going to heal is by you being open and vulnerable to closeness. Understanding that not everybody is going to hurt you, not everyone's going to abandon you, and opening up that heart space. And until you can have the vulnerability to feel safe enough to do that, you're going to keep perpetuating the same cycle. Okay, so don't know who needed to hear this. I'm going to also keep doing videos like this, diving deeper into this so that people can understand, like none of us are perfect. None of us. But the more we understand how these things are going on, the easier it gets. The easier it gets. Yeah, so next video is going to be if you have both. Okay, so hope this video helps somebody. Much love.